What's happening, y'all? This is Taylor with TCB Board Gaming, and this is going to be an unboxing video of, I think this should be Old King's Crown. I just received this morning, and they ordered this off of the second Kickstarter campaign that they had, and this was the just standard, should be standard edition early delivery or quick delivery option, whatever it was, for those of you that also backed this on Kickstarter. It wasn't very long ago, I don't believe, but props to these guys, this fulfillment center, for getting it out, Flying Cloud Fulfillment, pretty quickly. But this is it, straight out of the box. Whew, it's a fat box. Old King's Crown, that's it. Is there anything else in here? It was packaged very well. Packaging slip. Put all that up. But here it is in all of its glory. Old King's Crown. Sorry if there's a little bit of glare on that. I missed the first one, the first campaign of this, and regretted it. I saw a bunch of playthroughs on the internet. Thought that, man, this is really something that I would probably like. It's got a good solo mode from what I hear. 1 to 4 players, and it plays 60 to 120 minutes, and it's ages 14 up. This is from Eerie Idol Games, designed and illustrated by Pablo Clark. This was the first edition, second printing. So I'm excited to have received this. The artwork is, I've heard, fantastic. The box art is really, really, really good. Let's crack this thing open and see what it looks like. All right, I think, I don't remember how much, what was this, 60 bucks, $60, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong, somewhere around in there. So fairly decent, reasonable price for something that's of this, quality and of this good production. That's a really thick rule book here. Let's see. I'm not gonna just go through this whole thing, but it's really well illustrated. I haven't heard anything about whether or not the rule book is any good or not, but it looks good. It's got some great illustrations in here, and I like the font. It's big enough to where you don't have to squint to read. That's good. Sequence of play on the backs of these things is always a plus. So that's cool. And this is the solo rule book. Wow, so the solo mode has its own entire rule book. So I'm wondering if you even have to go through this one, or when you play, if you can just whip the solo rule book out and just learn from it, because let's be honest here, I'm probably only going to play this solo. But then it's also got these cue cards, which is nice. Kind of a quick guide, quick info guide, sequence of play, actions, commands, concepts, resolving clashes. Neat. And then some simulacrum bonuses and rewards. How do you say that? Simulacrum. I don't know how you pronounce that. I'm not smart enough to know that word, but whatever that is, bonuses and rewards. And then you've got your punch outs, your class abilities here. I don't know what these tokens are called. There's a couple of those. And then these are the, imagine, control markers. Because it's essentially a area control type game. And I hope I don't get thrashed if I get that wrong. But you're basically, there's different areas and territories in this game that you kind of fight for control over using card play. But this, wow, this board is humongous. Oh man, this, what is this, a 6-piece board? Okay. Yeah, that's huge. But it looks fantastic. The artwork on this thing is really cool. There you can see all of that. And that's really unique looking. Let's get all of this stuff, let's flatten that board out. Player boards, different, and I guess these are, I mean, asymmetrical. Got a purple class here. I guess gathering, clans, uprising, and nobility. And I'm wondering if this is, this is some sort of other little side board. Fog deck, scheme deck, ambition decks, bidding token stacks, principal threats, secondary threats. Don't know what all that means just yet. Something else here, Council of Relics. So this is some sort of council sideboard that'll go off to the side. And you've got, I don't know what these are. Looks like additional locations. The vault tree, maybe that's some sort of variant included in the box, or maybe you put these off to the side and you can draw cards or discard cards to those sections. I don't know. The artwork on these cards is supposed to be really cool. I've seen some of it. I don't know. Here's player card decks, player color cards here, and then maybe some sort of solo deck. Let me pull the rule book out and see. 2 different decks here. Let's see what that's all about. So those were the sites of power tiles that I was showing you a second ago. These sites of power. And there's going to be some faction markers, all the punch outs, yep. And then these are going to be more cards. These are going to be some kingdom cards. Yep. 2 different decks though, so I don't know. That just says kingdom cards is the only cards I see here, but we'll see what that's all about. A lot of bags, and then you've got some more little mini deck of cards here. What are those? Oh, those, I don't know. Don't know what that is, but I'll figure that out when I get to my first playthrough of this thing. And then you got all your faction tokens and round tokens and round marker and round sequence marker, whatever action it is, whatever phase of the round. And then you got some other order markers, hand size markers, supporters, and heralds. These are all wooden tokens. They feel like great quality. There's printed on one side of them. But that's it. I mean, this insert is really good looking, really cool looking insert. Putting it all back in here, I won't do for y'all, but my first impression of this out of the box is really, really good. I'm excited to get this one to the table. I don't know if I'm going to do that today or if I'm going to wait. But in the very, 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 very near future, I will pull this thing out and give it a playthrough, and may film a playthrough or a review, one or the other, or both, but y'all be on the lookout. I'll get this one to the table here before too long and maybe create some content. But this is a good game that I'm excited, happy to have gotten today, and can't wait to get it to the table for a playthrough. Appreciate you being here and appreciate you watching. See you at the next one.